हेलो दोस्तों, बिजनेस माइंड में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स। डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री अप्रूव्स 1981 करोड़ इमरजेंसी प्रोक्योरमेंट टू bolster आर्मीज काउंटर टेररिज्म कैपेबिलिटीज। In a significant move to strengthen the Indian Army's operational readiness in counter-terrorism operations, the Ministry of Defence has cleared 13 contracts under the emergency procurement mechanism. These contracts, amounting to 1,981 crore rupees, have been finalized against an overall sanctioned outlay of 2,000 crore rupees for the Indian Army. The equipment being procured includes integrated drone detection system, low-level lightweight radars, very short-range air defense system, launchers or missile, bulletproof jackets, and night sights for rifles. The ministry said the procurement aims to enhance situational awareness, lethality, mobility, and protection for troops deployed in counter-terrorism environments. It said these procurements reflect the ministry's commitment to equipping the Indian Army with modern, mission-critical, and completely indigenous systems to meet emerging security challenges. EM Jaishankar highlights Seva, Sushashan, Garib Kalyan as pillars of Viksit Bharat on 13th Passport Seva Divas. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said that Seva, Susashan, and Garib Kalyan are the three key pillars of governance which will lead to Viksit Bharat. In his message on 13th Passport Seva Divas today, Dr. Jaishankar highlighted that there is a significant improvement in public service delivery, specifically in the passport issuance system in the country. The minister informed that the Passport Seva Program version 2.0 has been rolled out across the country, which will leverage advanced, high-end emerging technologies. He said the pilot testing of the Global Passport Seva Program version 2.0 is currently in progress. We will rolled out in a phased manner in all India MPs and consulates. Dr. Jaishankar informed that the launch of the Passport Police app has substantially brought down the police verification time to 5 to 7 days in 25 states and union territories. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh to lead Indian delegation at SCO Defense Ministers meet in China. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will lead a high-level Indian delegation to the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO) Defense Ministers meeting, which begins tomorrow in Qingdao, China. During the two-day meeting, defense ministers of SCO member states are expected to discuss key issues including regional and international security, counter-terrorism efforts, and enhanced cooperation among their defense ministries. Rajnath Singh is expected to underscore India's steadfast commitment to the principle and mandate of the SCO. He is also expected to outline India's vision for promoting international peace and security and call for joint, consistent efforts to eliminate terrorism and extremism in the region. On the sidelines of the meeting, the defense minister will also hold bilateral discussions with his counterparts from several participating countries, including China and Russia. Niti Aayog releases India's Data Imperative report highlights urgent need for robust data quality and digital governance. Niti Aayog today released the third edition of its quarterly insights series Future Front titled India's Data Imperative: The Pivot Towards Quality in New Delhi. The report underscores the urgent need for robust data quality to fortify digital governance, cultivate public trust, and ensure efficient service delivery. It also critically examines the pervasive challenge posed by poor data quality and introduce practical, easy-to-use tools. During the release of the report, Niti Aayog CEO VBR Subramaniam, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation (MOSPI) Secretary Dr. Saurabh Garg, and Distinguished Fellow Niti Aayog Debjani Ghosh shared their views on how India can make its data management more robust. India's total exports reached all-time high of $825 billion gross 6.3% tariff cuts FTAs to boost trade, Finance Minister Sitaraman. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman addressed at the Global Economic Policy Forum 2024 organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry in New Delhi on Wednesday, December 11, 2024. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that the government has taken several measures to reduce the burden on trade by cutting down tariffs to support manufacturing and promote exports. Addressing the Exim Bank Trade Conclave 2025 in New Delhi today, Ms. Sitharaman said the country's total exports reached a time high of 825 billion US dollars and achieved 6% growth over the previous year. The minister said that global exports grew by only 4%, but India's export witnessed growth of 6.3% in last fiscal year. On the talks with various nations to finalize free trade agreements, Mr. Sitaraman said these agreements will change the dynamics of the country's export in the future. VP Dhankar hails PM Modi government 10-year economic rise, calls for youth to uphold democratic values. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar today said that the last 10 years of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi government have been historic in terms of exponential economic growth and phenomenal infrastructure rise. Addressing a function at Muzaffarpur in Bihar, Mr. Dhankar said India has taken the biggest leap in the world in terms of economic rise, attaining the fourth position from 11th in the League of Powerful Economics. He said youth now have a plethora of options which were never available before. Mr. Dhankar praised the new education policy introduced by the NDA government, saying that it promotes the philosophy of brainstorming, nation building, and character building. The Vice President reminded people about the importance of democratic values compared to the emergency invoked period. Government invites applications for manufacturing of electric passenger cars. The government has launched a portal to invite applications from global electric vehicle giants under the scheme to promote manufacturing of electric passenger cars in India. The application portal will be open for applicants till 21st October of this year during the launch of the portal in New Delhi today. Union Heavy Industries Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy said this initiative marks a defining moment in the country's journey towards clean, self-reliant, future-ready mobility. He said the launch of the portal opens new avenues for global electric vehicle manufacturers to invest in the country's rapidly evolving automotive landscape. He also stressed that the scheme not only supports national commitment to achieving net zero emission by 2070 but also reinforces the country's resolve to build a sustainable, innovation driven economy. India's food processing sector empowered rural entrepreneurs with dynamic approach, says PM Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that India's food processing sector has seen a remarkable transformation over the years with a dynamic approach which has empowered rural entrepreneurs. Mr. Modi said this while sharing an article penned by Food Processing Industries Minister Chirag Paswan for a New Delhi News Daily affirming India's transformation journey in food processing sector. In his article, the Food Processing Industries Minister said that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India has traversed a remarkable arc of change. He added that the food processing sector has emerged as one of the most potent instruments of inclusive growth, agri-industrial integration, and global engagement. ECI refutes Rahul Gandhi's allegations of poll rigging during Maharashtra Assembly polls. Election Commission has refuted senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's allegation of poll rigging during the Maharashtra Assembly election, saying that the entire election process was conducted in a decentralized manner. The commission said all elections were conducted by it strictly as per the electoral electoral laws passed by the parliament. The poll body highlighted that the entire electoral process involves thousands of personnel, including booth level agents appointed by various political parties. The commission has invited Mr. Gandhi for a meeting on a mutually convenient date and time to discuss all issues. Meanwhile, Mr. Gandhi, while referring to a media report, again raised the poll rigging issue in the last Maharashtra state polls, alleging that in Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis' constituency, the voter list grew by 8% in just 5 months. However, Mr. Fadnavis has hit out at the Congress leader and dismissed his allegations. DGCA finds multiple deficiencies at major airports during comprehensive surveillance. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation has carried out comprehensive surveillance at major airports, including Delhi and Mumbai. The surveillance revealed multiple deficiencies across the country's aviation ecosystem. Two teams led by Joint Director General (DGCA) carried out comprehensive surveillance during night and early morning hours at major airports. The surveillance covered multiple critical areas, including flight operations, air traffic control, communication, navigation, surveillance system, and pre-flight medical evaluations. During the surveillance, ground activities and aircraft movements were closely monitored to check the compliance of regulatory requirements and to identify weak areas for improvement. Government authorities, CDS and Secretary of DMA to issue orders for all three services. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has authorized the Chief of Defence Staff (CDS) and Secretary of the Department of Military Affairs to issue joint instructions and orders for all three services. This is a major step towards modernization and transformation of the armed forces. In a statement, the Defense Ministry said the decision marks a shift from the earlier system wherein instructions and orders related to or more services were issued by each service separately. The joint order emphasizes the need to streamline procedure, eliminate redundancy, enhance cross-service cooperation. NSA Duval calls for need to shun double standard against terrorism. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval today called for the urgent need to shun double standards in the fight against terrorism and to take decisive actions against UN proscribed terrorists and entities. Addressing the 20th meeting of the Security Council, secretaries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO) member states in Beijing, he highlighted the need to reject double standards in the fight against terrorism and to take decisive action against terrorists and dismantle their terror ecosystem. NSA Doval expressed deep concern over the ongoing threat from UN designated terror groups, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and their affiliates, many of which operate from Pakistan with state support. PM Modi speaks to Mauritian counterpart Naveen Chandra Ramgoolam, invites him to India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has spoken with Prime Minister of Mauritius, Dr. Naveen Chandra Ramgoolam. In a social media post yesterday, the Prime Minister said that both leaders reaffirmed their shared commitment to further deepen the enhanced strategic partnership between the two countries. Mr. Modi also reiterated India's steadfast commitment to the development priorities of Mauritius in line with Vision Mahasagar and India's Neighborhood First policy. Both leaders also discussed the ongoing cooperation across a broad range of areas, including development partnership, capacity building, defense, maritime security, digital infrastructure, and people to people ties. Axiom 4 mission carrying Indian astronaut Subhanshu Shukla to launch from Kennedy Space Center. Axiom 4 mission carrying Indian astronaut Subhanshu Shukla to space will be launched today at 12:01 p.m. IST from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, United States. In a social media post, ISRO said that the Axiom 4 will dock with the International Space Station ISS tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. about 28 hours after launch. The launch of the AX-4 mission, which was initially scheduled to take off May 29, has been repeatedly delayed due to technical issues, weather conditions, and leaks on the ISS. Akashvani correspondent reports that this historic mission will carry four astronauts from the US, India, Poland, and Hungary to the ISS for a 14-day scientific mission in low Earth orbit (LEO). The four astronauts on the Axiom 4X AX4 mission are Subhanshu Shukla from India, Sławomir Juszczyński from Poland, Tibor Kapu from Hungary, and Peggy Whitson from US. Whitson, a NASA astronaut, will serve as mission commander, while Shukla becomes India's second astronaut to travel to space following Rakesh Sharma's 1984 mission. Juszczyński and Kapu represent Poland and Hungary, marking their country's second human spaceflight mission in history. और इसी के साथ करंट अफेयर्स हो जाती है आपकी समाप्त।